What's up, world? It's your girl Nova, host and spirits guide of Cork and Curated, and on today's episodes we're going to be trying Viarae Prosecco by the one and only Issa Rae. If you're not familiar with Issa Rae, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'll tell you a little bit about her. She is an Emmy and Golden Globe nominated actor, producer, and writer of the show Insecure. If you haven't checked it out, please go ahead and do so. It's phenomenal. Basically, Issa decided to take her talents and venture off into the wine and spirits world. She collaborated with E&J Gallo Winery, one of the largest wine producers in the world, to come up with her baby, Viarae. This was launched last year in October 16th of 2023, and apparently from what I've read, the idea started when Issa was having dinner with one of the producers of the show, Melina Matsoukas. They were having sushi, Melina ordered a Prosecco, and the rest was history. I guess it became a favorite of Issa's. You can see it featured many times, well, not the brand, but Prosecco in general in the show. So I love that she decided to go ahead and venture out and make her own. A lot of people feel like champagne in itself is a little too stuffy, so she decided, let me venture off into Prosecco and make something that's just a little bit more approachable for the world. So the main difference between a Prosecco and champagne is literally the grape. Prosecco is primarily made from Galera grapes, and these grapes belong to the La Marca cooperative in Treviso, Italy. So that's really the difference. Champagne is made from all different types of grapes, but apparently Issa decided to think about this for 3 years. Basically, it was 3 years in the making. She tried to find the right producers, the right mix, and there we have it. Some more details about Prosecco. So Prosecco is mainly from the northeastern Italy region, specifically Veneto. Apologies if I'm not saying that right. And again, the Galera grapes. Interestingly enough, the grapes used to be called Prosecco grapes, but they decided to rename it just so that there wasn't any confusion there. Another main difference between Prosecco and champagne boils down to the vessels used for the secondary fermentation process. All champagne, sparkling wines have a fermentation process. Prosecco is no different. So Prosecco uses the Charmat method, okay? The Charmat method basically means that the wine is fermented in a steel tank for the second fermentation process. Usually with champagnes, the second fermentation process means them just putting it back in the bottle, things like that, but there's no riddling process, there's no disengorgement process. And again, if you want to learn more about those things, check out another episode of Cork and Curated. But basically, this wine has less contact with lees, which is the yeast that contributes to the fermentation process. So it's a whole scientific thing. And this one allows the fruits to shine through just a little bit more. And if you notice on the bottle, it'll say Prosecco DOC. And what that means is destination of controlled origins. Because apparently at some point, people were making counterfeit wines. So the DOC is just a label to show that it is a little bit more official, which I thought was really cute. Like, how do you even make counterfeit wines? It's mad weird, but whatever. According to one article that I read back in 2009, apparently there was a Prosecco boom. So everybody was trying to get to it, making the fake grapes, whatever that even means. So they decided, okay, you know what? We have to regulate this a little bit more. So if it don't say DOC, it ain't good for me. There we go. All right, really excited to try this out. We're gonna be using a tulip glass to drink this to allow more of the aromatics to shine. Shout out to Issa Rae, and let's just go jump right into the tasting. All right, y'all, let's get into the fun part. We're gonna get into the tasting of this Prosecco, okay? Most Proseccos have at most like 12% alcohol, so pretty light. So let's just open it. I don't have my clothes on today, so this way I could just do it myself. Okay, and remember to be extremely careful when you're opening up any type of like sparkling beverage, because the pressure from the cork will take your freaking eye out. And we're gonna be using a tulip wine glass, and the reason why is just because this is gonna allow the aromatics to shine at the top and preserve the bubbles. Again, you can use whatever glass you want, but the point of Cork and Curated is to learn how to do this right, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. This off. All right, ready? Salud. Okay, look at that, really nicely. All right, and also since I don't have the claws, I'm going to pour it correctly. What you wanna do is you wanna stick your thumb at the bottom of the glass. Remember, tilt it to the side so that the bubbles don't over pour. And again, Issa Rae basically was in production with this for 3 years. So good for her. And E&J Gallo Winery, they're based in California, but they got the plugs up in Italy where they get the authentic Galera grapes, okay? So So let's start off by looking at how lovely and effervescent this is. Effervescent. See what this smells. Really fruity. Not too much of a strong fruity taste. Let's just jump right on into it. Cheers. Oh, okay. This is light. Now, usually I like drier wines, but I feel like this is a little bit on the drier side. Some Proseccos, even after the second fermentation process, they will go in and add some more sugar, but I don't feel like this is happening here. Let's see what everyone else thinks, because you already know how I feel. Like, the homies gotta have some too. But right now, it's feeling very light-bodied, like not too heavy, not entirely. See, you see how the bubbles are just overpouring because I didn't tilt it correctly, and we don't want to waste it. Same with any carbonated beverage, you kind of just want to tilt it so that you can. And here's another type of champagne glass. Again, not all of them are flutes, but if you want to do it right, if you want to know what you're talking about, then preferably when we're drinking Prosecco, then we're going to drink it out of the tulip glasses. I like the drier types, but not too bad of an aftertaste or anything like that. It's smooth. I feel like I'd keep this on the shelf. At least for me, it doesn't sit on my tongue too much after I drink how it goes down. How y'all feel? Listen, I mean, a lot of people aren't fans of Prosecco, and that's totally fine. Like, all right, the people are saying 50-50, but I think for me, it's just not as sweet as I thought it was gonna be, which is cool. We like them on the drier side, but if you are a fan of something a little bit on the sweeter side, which is what Prosecco is, then you would definitely like this. Why do people do that? Like, why am I doing that? I'm trying to see if I can decipher what type of fruits. I feel like I want to say pear. And again, like, it's not like they infuse this with pears. Basically, it's contingent on your own palate. So if you've never had a pear, you're not going to describe it that way. And I can't even say, oh, like the oak barrels, because Prosecco is not made in any type of oak. So I think just the flavors of the Glera grapes are coming through here, and maybe they didn't top it off at the end with any more sugar, but it's cool. It's a cute drink. And the price point, $19, child. Can't beat that. I'd say if you were entertaining and you wanted to have some guests over, cute little whoop-de-whoop fellers, you know what I'm saying? If you know what your lady's like, if she likes something on the drier end, maybe not this so much, but this would go good in a mimosa, cute little brunchy brunch situation, which I kind of feel like is what she was going for anyway. If you've watched Insecure, she drank a lot of Prosecco, so it's only right that she made her own. Probably keep this around, like, for if I had a guest or something like that, I wanted to get them something. Or this would be something great to bring to an event or something like that. And of course, we want to, you know, black owned business, so we want to support your girl. Not too strong, depending on how strong you like it. I like to just get where I'm going, so I like it to be a little bit stronger. But I will say I do like it. It's not something that I feel like, yeah, I would never drink this again. I think this tastes good. So check out Viarae.com. I'm gonna put the website at the end. Check it out, see where you can buy it at a store near you, because I literally went to a ShopRite, one at the liquor store, and got it, and it was there again for $19. Let us know in the comments how you like it, and always remember to drink responsibly. Till the next episode of Cork and Curated, see you.